Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Ron Mullet. In this video, I'm going to show you how I built the bench that goes with the farmhouse table from a previous video. So let's get this thing cranked up. I've drawn a full-scale pattern of the legs and the top that I want to use for the bench. First of all, I take my adjustable bevel and get the line for the bottom of the leg and the top of the leg. I've laid this out working all from the center line right here. Taken my pattern and laid out two spots on a scrap piece of wood here. This is the width of the legs at the top, which is 14 inches. Now I'll lay these on and line these up like this and one like that and get these angles perfectly flat against there. Now the bottom should be 14 1/4. That's what I'm aiming for. So I've got 14 3/16. I'll take that. Now what I'll do is mark out for my half laps. All I need to do is mark there. That part will get cut out, and this part will get cut out. Yep, that's what I like. I'm good to go. I'm going to put a stretcher between the legs just like I did on the table. What I need to do is find a center line because I'm going to make a through mortise. I don't want to assume that this point and this point are absolutely perpendicular to the floor. I'm going to take this square, put it on the floor, and I'll find the reference point like that, and then I'll draw a line right there. That way I won't have this mortise going through there that can move these legs in either direction. Now that I've found my center line on one side, I drilled an 1/8 inch hole through there to the other side, and that locates the center line on the other side. I've laid out the mortise on both sides. Now I'll drill out this with a 7/8 inch Forstner bit and then clean it up with a chisel. So after I've drilled the holes, I'm going to use my chisel and turn this into this. Off the bandsaw, a little bit of sanding. Call that a good fit. If you want to see how I made this wedged mortise and tenon, check out the farmhouse table video. The next step is to glue on the top brace that will connect the bench seat to the legs. I've cut these at an angle to fit perfectly inside of there, give them extra support. I will later drill 2 holes here and elongate them so that the bench top can sit here and have room to expand and contract. All right, I've got all the legs assembled, the stretcher and everything is ready to assemble. Everything's painted, but before I do any assembly, I'm going to do some distressing on this. So I'm going to use 150 grit paper, and I also have 150 on the sanding block. I don't want to remove a lot of the paint, just enough to get down to the wood a few places where it looks like it's been worn off. Everything is distressed. Now I'm ready for assembly. Unlike the table, I'm going to glue this joint because this won't have to be broken down in order to move it through doors and things like that. I'm only going to put glue on the tenon, and I don't need a lot because I'll have that wedge in there that will really hold it strong. And the reason that I'm only putting it on the tenon is because if I put it in the mortise also, when I push this through, it will just push the glue right across the end of the tenon. There's no need for a clamp on that. That's not going anywhere. The bench seat was finished the same way I did the tabletop, So if you want to see how I did that, check out that table video. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next one.